So now that we have everything working, let's go ahead and try to simulate something. So I'm gonna create a geonode, which I'm gonna call snake lava emitter. I'm gonna put this one in red and let's dive inside it. So let's create an object merge and let's go grab our snake out. Here we go. So let's isolate this from cam and we can see the snake is out of scale. So the reason being the object merge by default is not applying the transform. So we're just gonna go switch the transform mode into this object. Yeah, here we go. So now from the camera view, yep, we can see now the snake is at a good scale. So let's now bring a subdivide to get a little bit more vertex to work with. And I'm gonna go to iteration. So let's now bring a flip source and let's go ahead and create a new output, which I'm gonna call also snake lava emitter. So let's increase the resolution a little bit. So the voxel size 0.05. Here we go. So I prefer to do all the connection before dealing with any attributes. So let's do first version of everything. Let's drop a .NET so we can simulate. Let's go inside and we're gonna need a flip solver. We need a flip object, a volume source, and let's do the connection. Here we go. So by default we get this cube. So let's just remove it. All right, and let's go grab our snake lava emitter. We're gonna turn this into source flip. Here we go. So we can see straight up. Okay, so let's just change the guide into from sprite to particle. Here we go. Let's play this and here we go. So first simulation, so pretty amazing. Basically nothing happened because there's no dynamic whatsoever, so just emitting particle. So before we start anything, let's connect the particle separation attributes from our top to the flip source, same attributes. Let's bring a little bit shell thickness, so we get a slightly bigger emitter. And let's bring some dynamic inside our simulation. So I'm gonna go put a gravity first, and because of the scale of my scene, I'm gonna increase a little bit from 9 to let's say minus 16. Let's put a merge with a ground plane, so we're getting something to collide with. Let's make sure the merge is on mutual, and let's hide the ground plane. So let's go into camera and let's see what we got. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. So that's something. It looks like the Loch Ness monster. But yeah, so yeah, basically just particles are just falling, sliding on the ground. Uh, yeah. So because there is no velocity from the snake itself, it's not being affected by the snake movement. So we just got one big force pushing everything down. And yeah, it's not looking very interesting. So we're gonna go and fix this by just computing the velocity of the snake. So let's drop a train node, which I'm gonna set to compute velocity. And now I can see nice little vectors. And what I like to do is actually transferring the attributes after the flip source. So I'm gonna go drop attribute transfer, gonna move flip source, and yeah, I'm gonna transfer the velocity attributes to our flip source, and we can see now some velocity vector. Yeah, so let's go back into our .NET and let's hit play again. So we can see now simulation is looking different, like all the points are not just only falling, but they are kind of pushed by the vector from the snake, so everything follow kind of the same direction. And yeah, definitely a lot of work to do, but yeah, that's our first sim.